There's nothing more exciting than welcoming a new baby into your family. But it can take some time to understand what your newborn needs and wants. During this learning period, you will likely run into a good amount of this. Even for the most patient parent, a crying baby can be challenging, especially when you are tired and don't know how to stop the crying.
Are you saying, Mommy, I'm sleepy?
This video will teach you about abusive head trauma, also known as shaken baby syndrome. You will learn what it is, how it's connected to infant crying, and how it can be prevented.
I'm Dr. Catherine Wells. I'm a child abuse pediatrician. I've unfortunately, met several children that were the victims of abusive head trauma. Seen a range of injuries, everything from fairly minor injuries, but still a head injury, all the way to children that have died. The most common trigger for abusive head trauma or shaken baby syndrome is crying. Crying is very normal, and it starts from the moment they're born, and children cry a lot, especially the very first couple months of life.
All newborns cry. It's how they tell parents they need something. Your loving and quick response to your baby's cries teaches her that she can trust you to meet her needs. This makes your baby feel safe, which leads to less crying as he gets older.
Having a newborn in the home kind of reminds you to just, slow things down and just, take things into perspective. All she wants is, to be held.
In the first couple weeks after birth, newborn babies are often sleepy and don't cry very much. But as that sleepy period ends, don't be surprised by longer and louder periods of crying, especially towards the end of the day. Thankfully, these more intense crying periods will happen less often as your baby gets older.
There are a lot of myths about crying. Crying is not to exercise your lungs or to manipulate a parent or because the parent is not a good parent or they don't like the parent. But in fact, that may just be what the baby is needing to do at that time. And the best thing a parent can do then is to try to meet the most immediate needs and let the child know that they're heard and that they're loved and that that caregiver is there for them.
Maybe it just takes a couple rocks to let her know, okay, I'm here, you are okay, and this is what we're gonna do. It's just kind of make her as comfortable as I can.
Frustration can be accentuated by a person who's tired. And lack of sleep really sets up a situation where your brain just doesn't fire on all cylinders and you may not be thinking right.
Every baby's different, so she cries a lot. So we weren't prepared for that, and I wasn't prepared for the long nights.
There are other stressors: unemployment, a recent move, minimal people to help care for the baby, so maybe it's a single parent or a parent whose partner is not able to be present as much because of work demands or traveling or being overseas.
That's quite an adjustment coming home from the military anyway. You're out to sea, it's nothing but guys, you're working 12 hours a day, you get 12 hours off, and then I come back and there's also a baby, and I thought it'd be easy. I've been around babies, but it's a lot more difficult than you think.
Crying has a purpose. It causes you to take care of what your baby needs. If you can't figure out how to help her calm down, it's okay to let her cry and take a break if you need to. Crying won't hurt her.
She's upset about something, she needs something, obviously, but if you can't figure out what it is and you're getting to the point where you're getting frustrated, it's better for her, her to lay there and cry for a while than for you to get really frustrated, because she can tell when you're angry.
It can be frustrating, but it's better to let your baby cry than lose your temper.
Abusive head trauma or shaken baby syndrome is an injury that occurs to an infant when they're either shaken, hit, slammed, or thrown down by a frustrated caregiver. The injury that occurs can be everything from head injury that could be fairly minor or very severe all the way to death. Abusive head trauma is a form of child abuse, and it occurs most commonly in the infant's first year of life.
Whether it's called abusive head trauma or shaken baby syndrome, a baby is more at risk because her weak neck muscles can't support her large head. Also, her brain is much softer than an adult's, like an egg yolk inside its shell. This animation shows how a sudden quick movement or blow is especially dangerous to an infant. Shaking or slamming shifts the brain inside the skull, damaging the brain cells and causing bleeding along the surface of the brain and behind the eyes. The bleeding and swelling of the brain causes pressure to build inside the baby's head and can result in brain damage or death. 1,300 children experience abusive head trauma each year at the hands of a parent or caregiver. The average age of these children is between 3 and 8 months. 1 in 4 babies with abusive head trauma die. The babies that live often have handicaps ranging from learning disorders to severe brain damage, paralysis, blindness, hearing loss, problems with seizures, and being totally unaware of the world around them. It's important to remember that abusive head trauma is 100% preventable. By learning how to care for your crying baby and educating your baby's caregivers, you can create a plan that will keep your baby safe and healthy.
Shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes.
It's hard to imagine a profile. I think it'd be easier if we could say, well, this is what a child abuser looks like. But what's important to remember is that they look like you and me. Because again, most of the time it's not someone who got up that morning and said, I really want to hurt a child. In fact, that's extremely rare. It's generally someone who actually probably cares very much for that child and just reaches a frustration threshold.
Dealing with a crying baby can be very demanding. As the parent, you are in charge of how you respond. Remember, letting a baby cry won't hurt her. It's more important for you to stay calm than to stop the crying.
I don't know what's going on, and she can't tell me what's going on. And so that's what frustrates me, the fact that I'm helpless.
First time Marie left me alone with the baby, didn't go so well. I got really frustrated, and she just didn't seem to want anything. So, I just did what I'm supposed to do. I put her down, I walked away, calmed down, came back, and tried again.
It's important to realize your limits and know what to do if you ever feel like you might hurt your baby. Take a time out if you see signs that you are starting to lose control of your emotions. If your heart is pounding, you are clenching your hands or jaw, you are breathing faster, your face is feeling hot, you are crying or screaming, or you are thinking or saying negative and hurtful things about yourself or your baby.
Sometimes what she really wants is to just be put down, so that helps both of us. And I need to know that it's okay to leave her, in a safe spot and just take a break, take a time out.
To take a time out, put your baby down in a safe place, like her crib, and step away for a few minutes. Do things that will help you relax. Take some deep, slow breaths, play music, exercise, read, pray, or watch TV for a few minutes. Never, ever leave your baby home alone. Let her know you are nearby and that you are here for her. As soon as you have calmed down, go back and check on your baby.
And so I have to take a deep breath and just kind of regain my strength and confidence inside that I can do this. This is okay. She's just a crying baby. I'm the adult, and just kind of consoling her, because once I calm down, she does calm down.
If you still need help, call a parent hotline. Most hotlines are anonymous and give expert advice on how to manage this type of situation.
Yeah, I've tried putting her down, I've tried rocking her, I've tried pretty much everything I can, but it still doesn't.
Call 911 right away to get immediate medical help if you ever do lose your control and harm your baby, or if you think another person caring for your baby has hurt him. A baby with head trauma may be fussy, very sleepy, or not respond to you. He may also have tremors, seizures, vomiting, or difficulty breathing. Don't let the shame of what happened harm your child even more. Get them the help they need as soon as possible. Let's face it, your life will change dramatically when your baby arrives. It's normal to feel overwhelmed by your new job as a parent. Create a plan for how to handle your baby's crying, which will help especially when you are tired or under stress. Make a checklist of reasons your baby might be crying. Is he tired or hungry? Too hot or cold? Or in need of a diaper change? Is he sick or does he just want to be held? If your baby cries without stopping for more than 3 hours a day, call your doctor. It may be a sign that something is wrong.
We do have a list that we go through when she starts getting upset and we can't immediately figure out what's wrong, like is her diaper wet? Is she hungry? Is she getting tired? Or maybe have a fever. The first time she had a fever, we didn't quite know that that was it.
Next, list which soothing techniques work for your baby. Try holding or rocking him, putting him in a swing, or going outside for a change of scenery. Soothing noises like white noise from a fan or soft shushing or humming can soothe your baby too. Finally, have a list of what calms you down and what you will do if you need a timeout.
Yeah. Listen to music.
Oh, that's a good one.
Some days, you can try everything and your baby will still have long crying spells. These will happen less often as he grows and learns how to soothe himself, and as you learn more about how to meet his needs.
And it's okay to be overwhelmed. And it's okay to be tired. I think that's a huge thing I've been fighting is everything needs to be perfect and I need to feel perfect and it's just not gonna happen.
Hi, Mom. Do you think you can buy later?
Finally, have a list of trusted people as secondary caregivers who can give you or your spouse a break when needed.
I'm coming.
It's important to tell all caregivers that they should never hit or shake your baby.
She's been fed, she's been changed.
It's also a good idea to share your plan with them so they will know what works best to soothe your baby. Let them know it's okay to lay the baby down for a short period if they feel they are losing their patience.
Thank you so much for taking her so last minute.
Oh, it's not a problem.
Your list of secondary caregivers can include anyone from your neighbor, a friend, your boyfriend, a family member, or trained babysitter. If someone you know gets easily frustrated by crying babies, don't put them in the position to have to deal with your crying baby. Find someone else to look after her while you're away. Bye-bye. Parents, by taking care of yourself, you will be able to stay calmer and more relaxed when your baby is crying. So don't forget to sleep when the baby sleeps, get exercise when you can, and have a healthy diet with plenty of water. You may even want to join or start a play group so you can make friends and share information with other parents. Depression can affect both moms and dads after a baby's birth. The good news is that it can be treated. Call your healthcare provider if you or your partner feel overly sad, worthless, or have thoughts of harming yourself or your child. If your partner suggests that you see a professional, listen. Sometimes it's hard to know for yourself when you need help. Remember, every baby is unique, but all babies need to be close to you and feel your love. Create your crying plan so you know what to do when your baby cries. Soon, you'll get better at knowing how to soothe and care for your baby and be a more relaxed parent.
He's a really great dad. He's been doing really good. I'm really proud of him.
He laughs so much, and that's my favorite part is when we get him to laugh. You know, he smiles, but I can You know, rub his belly a little bit and he'll start laughing.
Being a new mom is, is so exciting. She has taught me everything about being a parent.
She's just a beautiful gift that we've been given. The most amazing thing in our life.